Chapter 1: The First Victim. In the quiet suburbs of Meadowbrook, a sense of unease settled over the community. For weeks, reports of missing persons had circulated, but it wasn't until Sarah Montgomery, a local college student, failed to return from her evening jog that panic truly gripped the town. Detective Mark Johnson, seasoned but haunted by past cases, was assigned to lead the investigation. As he stepped into Sarah's meticulously kept apartment, he couldn't shake the feeling that something sinister lurked beneath the surface of this peaceful town. Chapter 2: The Unraveling. Days turned into weeks, and more bodies surfaced, each more gruesomely posed than the last. Mark's team struggled to find any leads until a pattern emerged. All victims were young women, all with similar physical attributes. The killer seemed to be targeting a specific type. As the investigation intensified, tensions rose within the community. Suspicion spread like wildfire, turning neighbors against each other. Chapter 3: The Mind of a Monster. Meanwhile, the narrative shifts to the killer's perspective. Jonathan Monroe, a seemingly ordinary man with a dark secret, lived a double life. By day, he worked as a librarian, mild-mannered and unassuming. By night, however, he prowled the streets, hunting his prey with meticulous precision. Haunted by traumatic memories from his childhood, Jonathan harbored a twisted justification for his actions, a belief that he was cleansing the world of its impurities, one victim at a time. Chapter 4: Cat and Mouse. As Mark delved deeper into the killer's psyche, he uncovered a chilling trail of breadcrumbs, cryptic messages left at each crime scene, symbols that hinted at a disturbed mind. With each clue, the puzzle of Jonathan's motivations began to take shape. Yet, catching a killer of Jonathan's cunning proved to be a daunting task. The hunt intensified, leading Mark and his team to question their own beliefs and motivations. Chapter 5: Breaking Point. The tension reached its peak when Jonathan made a fatal mistake, a slip-up that left a survivor. Emily, a brave young woman who narrowly escaped Jonathan's clutches, provided the crucial breakthrough Mark needed. With her testimony and forensic evidence, the pieces of the puzzle fell into place. Jonathan's facade began to crumble as the net closed in around him. Chapter 6: Confrontation. In a gripping showdown, Mark and his team closed in on Jonathan's secluded hideout in the woods outside of town. The scene was tense as they navigated through the darkness, guided only by the eerie glow of their flashlights. Jonathan, cornered and desperate, revealed his true nature, a complex mix of rage, remorse, and delusion. As the standoff escalated, Mark confronted the killer face-to-face, forcing Jonathan to confront the consequences of his actions. Chapter 7: Aftermath. With Jonathan in custody, Meadowbrook slowly began to heal from the wounds inflicted by his reign of terror. The community grappled with the aftermath of the tragedy, struggling to reconcile the idyllic image they once held with the harsh reality of evil lurking in their midst. Mark, haunted by the case, found solace in the support of his team and the knowledge that justice had been served, but at what cost? Epilogue: Shadows of Memory. Years later, the scars of Jonathan Monroe's crimes lingered in the collective memory of Meadowbrook. The town had moved on, but the echoes of darkness remained. Mark Johnson, now retired, reflected on the case that defined his career, a reminder of the thin line between order and chaos, light and shadow. As he walked through the quiet streets of Meadowbrook, he couldn't help but wonder if there were more shadows waiting to be revealed. This story weaves together the perspectives of the detective, the killer, and the community impacted by the crimes, exploring themes of justice, morality, and the enduring nature of evil. It delves into the complex psychology of a serial killer while examining the ripple effects of violence on a small town.